All right, our first fungal shift on today's Noita run will turn gold nuggets blue. From there, I will go into further new game pluses until chat loses 2 coin flips. So the whole point of the blue nuggets is just a cool visual change because it's one of those things that I think people don't even know it's possible in Noita because it's so rare. You could have this happen organically in a Noita run. This could just happen spontaneously when you're doing fungal shifts, but the probability of it happening is very low. So we specifically hunted out a world seed that it should be guaranteed to happen. That way we don't have to be like, oh, I hope we have, hopefully lightning strikes in this run. It's like, yeah, it's not going to. Today should be a pretty simple adventure. It's pretty much like we're just going to be playing Noita today, but we're going to have some cool looking gold nuggets because of the fungal shift, which is what my general goal was, since honestly my sinuses are going so crazy. I think that if I try to push myself to do something too challenging, I may go crazy. Okay, so now that we have the hole in the wall over here, we can take this wand that has a torch on it, and we can actually see in the dark. The issue is, we can see there's a ton of water. We need to let it all kind of drain out of there. Let's see how that does. I was hoping it would get that edge right there. But we need to get to that spot there. We don't know which one has the heal. I hate this formation, by the way, that we have right now. Actually, wait, no, this one does. There's one of them that has a pretty clear shot for the enemies over here if they happen to line up just right. So we don't want to grab this one yet. This one is a heal. If you don't see the plus, it's just a heal. And I don't want to waste that heal right now. And normally I would say I'll just shoot a black hole, but I think the black hole is going to need... Oh, we're going to have to waste both of our black holes for this. Lame. There we go. Grab that. Do any heals outside the Holy Mountain exist besides that one? Like a regular heart that's just sitting there? No, that's the only one. Well, unless you count some of the boss kills. You can kill some bosses that drop hearts, like that drop a heal. And then there's also like these other alternative ways to heal, but not just a full-on heart. We could go with an early chain bolt. Chain bolt's one of those that's really nice to have early on, and then later it kind of drops off in its usefulness. And early melee immunity is one of those that I like melee immunity, and it is pretty damn nice. But if I find it, I think like the sweet spot for me finding melee immunity is usually around like the 3rd mountain. But I mean, the melee is very useful in the fungal caverns, so we will take it. So remember, these bats, when you have melee immunity, they're not so scary because they're just going to massage you. Those are children. They're bad guys. And don't forget, melee immunity also means that, hold up with me, that this dude right here that summons in the little babies cannot hurt you. So you technically, when you have melee immunity, you technically have a way to farm gold infinitely off of this guy, because every time he throws in, he sees you, he throws a little summon. Since his summons only do melee damage, you kill the melee damage, you get free gold, you just do this forever. They can't harm you. But also you'll drive yourself insane if you just do this forever. So let's not farm infinite gold, 10 gold at a time. I'm trying to get set up for the consume. It's just we haven't got that concentrated mana flask. It's not an uncommon flask to find in here. Just haven't had that luck yet, I guess. Yeah, maybe we will have to go grab it somewhere else, because this is not working super well. Damn, concentrated mana. I want to get it early. It's part of the fun. Ooh, that is interesting. Forgot to turn off my cheats. They're not cheats. It's an always cast ad mana, okay? It isn't that insane. And then now we can actually swap our damage to this build here, I think. Probably going to be a decent improvement. Trying to decide on how we're going to get this concentrated mana shift to go down. without risking myself getting killed. Peek in the ancient lab? Yeah, I think I may do that. Sounds a bit dangerous, but I don't really have any better ideas. I'll go ahead and grab this heal now. I don't know if that's really necessary, but we're gonna do it. You gotta watch out. Some of these guys are gonna be deadly. Nope, 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 nope. I need you to die, sir. We're looking for a concentrated mana. Is that ambrosia? Is that a regular ambrosia? I can't tell. It looks very ambrosia-like. Yeah, it is an ambrosia flask. Alright, we don't love you anymore, tablet. You're done. What is blue gold? You're about to find out. Well, hopefully you're about to find out. Oh my god. There we go. We gotta kill this guy first. Then his little buddies. I see some concentrated mana over there. That's perfect. Exactly what we were looking for. So we can make some blue gold. It's purely a visual thing, by the way. Oh no. Oh no. So the one enemy gives off an invincibility AoE. So essentially he was making this guy invincible, which is also a very dangerous dude. Pretty annoying effects when they stack them together. There we go. Alright. We go over to the concentrated mana and we scoop it up. Yay, concentrated mana. Woo! Concentrated mana, in case I need some in a little bit. Let's spray a little bit right here. Watch this. There's a robot that's at the bottom of this. That concentrated mana actually harms the robots. So when he gets doused in it, he's like, oh god! And just melts them immediately. But then also melts the gold that it drops. So then that's kind of sad times. Alright, fungus time. Actually, is there enough fungus right here? There's more fungus over here, I bet. A little bit of fungus there. That's a good amount of fungus. I like that. We begin to eat the fungus. We have to eat over 180 seconds worth. And then we hold on to the concentrated mana. And the shift... See, it says concentrated mana. But we already know that this shift for this seed, the very first shift is that gold nuggets, or gold in general, turns into concentrated mana. So what that means is, you would say, okay, all your gold is gone. All the gold has turned into concentrated mana. But what ends up happening is that the gold dust is concentrated mana. But the gold nuggets, they still exist only with the color of concentrated mana. And you don't have to choose mana. If I want, I could have chose ambrosia. And it would, but gold nuggets wouldn't look that crazy with the ambrosia. I mean, like, I guess the gold color would look a little bit off. But I don't think you'd be that mind blown by ambrosia colored gold. You could do it with like blood material. Blood is red, so it would turn the gold nuggets into kind of a red nugget. Kind of like the trick blood money nuggets, I guess. There you go. So now you can only tell a little bit right now, but obviously if we get enemies that drop more gold, it'll be a bit more obvious. So as we move into like the new game pluses, you'll start to notice the gold as it drops in clumps, more obvious visuals. But where's an enemy with a good amount of gold dropped? And diamonds. We're farming diamonds. There we go. This guy should drop a good amount. There you go. See that? Well, okay. Actually, it looks like it's kind of melty too, because there's concentrated mana that is then melting some stuff. We'll see. We'll see how this works long term. If it was acid, would it make it impossible to pick up? No. So when you see my character actually grabbing the concentrated mana nuggets, I'm not getting the concentrated mana stain. However, I think you can end up, like, whenever there's, like, fire or some material interacting with it, I think you can get some of the base material. So I don't know exactly how that works. We'll have to test some stuff out, do a little bit of theory crafting. See, like, the way you would know is if I was picking that nugget up and all of a sudden you saw a bit of concentrated mana stain on my character, that's when you're like, oh shit, something like acid would likely, you know, hurt us. Because clearly we're getting, like, the stain effect. You may be able to get small amounts of damage from it. I wouldn't rule that out. If you now pour mana on the nuggets, would they still melt? I believe they still do. Let's test that out. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, the gold nugget just fell into concentrated mana. Is it not melting? Really? I figured it for sure it would. Let's get some more gold. This one's kind of rough because there's so much fire. Yeah, I guess they become resistant to melting in concentrated mana. Yeah, let's test this one out. Look at all those nuggets. Yeah, they just sit there. Yeah, huh. If anybody's curious, concentrated mana normally melts gold nuggets. That's the whole... Like, that's what they were curious about. So if it normally would melt in it, but then you did a fungal shift turning the nuggets into concentrated mana, how did it react? And as you can see, the nugget just hangs around. Does the daily have a greed transformation again? No, this is not the daily run. This is a random one. I mean, I guess it's possible today's daily does. I didn't look it up. I didn't check the seed for today. But this is not a greed transformation. This is just a rare one. A greed shift relies on adding more gold into your world. We did not add more gold into our world. So what we did is not a greedy thing. It is an unusual, rare thing, but it isn't greedy. Ah, so the nugget just having contact with water does convert the water, though. Who would you rather make out with right now? Me or Adolf Hitler? What the fuck? What is this question? Well, Synthetron, get over here. We're making out. What if Hitler was a really good kisser? Gotta say, this is not the questions I thought I was gonna have to answer today. Wasn't ready for this. Alright, so the fish can no longer swim around. So when you kick the fish... PETA won't be happy about it, but... Get over here. Alright, these are his buddies. So he'll be like, oh, my friends, you hurt them. And then when he tries to heal them, you have now created a reliable healing method that you could use forever. So, key is, don't let the fish die, but you do want to injure them by kicking them for 1 damage. Healer tries to heal them. If they're swimming around, it still works. It's just it's very annoying because the fish are like all over the place, so it's hard to intercept the heals. And then from there, I'd recommend you like kind of trap the healer if you can. Okay, well, you get the idea. I don't really need to do it. I was trying to show you how you use the wood, prop it up in such a way that he can't get out, and then you have created yourself a healer chamber. But here's something you want to see right now, chat. Watch this. This is the gold room, yes? It's not the gold room anymore. It's the my eyes are bleeding concentrated mana room. Because all the gold dust is concentrated mana. So no DuckTales or DunkTales today, I guess. New Game Plus reminder, killed a meat boss. Yes! Good call, good call. I would have probably forgot that. Thank God you said something. Tuco, why is it blue? Wait, did somebody ask why is it blue? It's blue because we did a fungal shift and shifted our gold material into concentrated mana. So gold nuggets stay, but they take on whatever the new material is. So concentrated mana, they take the color of concentrated mana, apply it to a gold nugget, boom. Oh, Tuco from Breaking Bad. Okay, I was curious where you guys were going with. Okay. Why is it blue, though? Yes, I have seen Breaking Bad. It's been a while, though. It's been a little while. Breaking Bad is dark AF. Dark as fuck. It's one of those things that if a person actually was like already maybe having depression, like it, like a, you know, was just not in a good mental space, I would be like, do not watch Breaking Bad. It will only depress you more. But it is damn good. I think that's part of what makes it good, right? If it actually would affect you on like an emotional level, it means it's a really, really damn good show, even if it's not always a positive feeling. Only depressing because Skylar is a turbo con. She didn't help. The actress got death threats IRL. Dude, some people they play a role so well. Yeah, like people start, that's how you know they're a damn good actor and this show is good. Like whenever I was watching Game of Thrones, what's the name of the little blonde kid that was like king? Dude, he was so like, if I saw that dude in real life, it would just make me angry. Joffrey, yes. Yes, Joffrey. It's like, but it's because they did such a good job, you know what I mean? Like you're like, that's him, that's the guy I want, he's a piece of shit. You don't like, you can't like mentally separate because that's how good they are at their role and stuff. I love the actor for how amazing he did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like if you're, like I said, if it does something to you emotionally, even if you're like, I fucking hate that guy, that's like the ultimate goal as an actor, right? Is that you can strike like something emotional in people, whether that be love, hate, whatever. It's because it means like they're not, if you're ever watching a show and you know you're really well aware, hey, I'm watching a show, then they're fucking up. You should be like, I'm watching, this is their life. This happened and this is real. Then it's like, oh shit, that's good actors. That the dude is a fucking monster. Yes. And the thing is, it wasn't like they had like a one-off of like a guy that was so dislikable. They also had that Ramsey dude. That guy that played that too. I was like, oh my God, this piece of shit. They were so dislikable. In the end, he almost ruined his career. Yeah, and I think that's where that's the whole like part of like what typecasting is, right? Typecasting is where people,
did you miss me, little
you get
goblin?
seen in this way so well that people can't differentiate that you were playing a role. Like, that is you. You are that way. It's like, that's how good they were. They played that role so well that people couldn't see them as anything else. There's also one story of a woman seeing Gus Fring's actor on a plane and being scared as shit.
So I get on the plane, I get up to go to the bathroom, and there's a woman waiting there, and she glances over her shoulder, and she hits the wall. She just hits the wall, and she's kind of looking at me, and her whole body language is like, doesn't want to get near me, and she kind of goes, you can go. And I just went, no, you're in line, go. And then I got the whole thing. I looked at her, and she was terrified.
They're like, oh my God, nobody knows it. I've seen the documentary on this guy. I know he's dangerous. All right, boomerang on deadly heal. So this is good, but the issue is when I go to shoot this and boomerang it into my character's face. Well, hold on. It does nothing because you got to remember, deadly heal has to hurt you before it can heal you, or at least try to hurt you. So what you can do, you put the bloodlust on there, you shoot it, watch my health bar, it's going to jump down for a moment, boom, and then the heal kicks in. So we used up all of our deadly heal charges. The only thing that we have right now to duplicate stuff that when it runs out of charges is Omega. Omega, what it will do is it will cast 2 of the bloodlusts. So that's 66 damage plus the 30 damage from the deadly heal. So 96 damage to then heal ourselves. So it's going to hurt pretty bad before it heals me. So if I get to too low of HP, if I try to heal myself with this method, I will just straight up die before the heal works. So the way we could avoid that, so let's pretend that I was at like 10 HP. What you would do is you're like, all right, well, I can't heal myself because I'll end up dying beforehand. You'd put a little bit of ambrosia on yourself. Well, A little bit of ambrosia on yourself, and it blocks all damage. So it still tries to hurt you, and then the heal, so you don't take the pain, but you get the healing effect. That's a way you can get around the scariness of the bloodlust. Well, I feel like we're pretty strong right now. We're in a good place. I have not gone to a parallel world at all, and I feel like maybe it would be kind of special to keep pushing forward without using any parallel worlds until it's necessary. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. But that also may just be screwing over the believers, because I could get myself in a bad place thinking that way, you know. Kill the master? Yes, I still have to kill... Yeah, probably kill the master of masters and kill the meat realm boss. I do like the look of the gold. It looks cool, but I guess it's because I'm used to the regular gold. Because obviously regular gold is probably more clear visuals. Just nice seeing something different. I guess while we're chilling over here, we might as well grab the orb. Because we're gonna need 5. You need 5 orbs to get to New Game Plus, and in just a moment, I will be selecting a chatter to call heads or tails. You will choose. You will be one of the ones leading the fate of the stream. If you choose poorly, the chat will get super pissed at you. The last person that was wrong on the coin flip did get death threats. So choose wisely. So this guy here, the reason we're going to kill him is we will get the ability to edit our wands wherever we're at. And normally you would just say, hey, just go to parallel worlds and get tinker with wands everywhere, and that should be enough. But we're kind of doing it our way, which is probably not the smart way. We're going to do it with by getting this stone. Yeah, this is very dangerous, by the way. If I lose this ambrosia stain at any point, I will pretty much just die. He shoots poly shots, so I'm trying to, like, not have him line up just right here. Die already, you chump! Okay, okay. He's being a bit obnoxious now. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh! Woo! The ambrosia was just... The blood everywhere. It was getting crazy, man. Oh, I probably obliterated that stone, didn't I? Oh, it's still alive! Yay, the stone lived! It's a miracle. Alright. And then we grab the stone, and now we can edit! Yay! Oh, shit. Don't kill me. They call this one the bitrate killer. Destroying everybody's visuals. There you go. Now we have 5 orbs. We should be able to get to New Game Plus, but I mainly went here because I wanted the Tower Wand. And which Tower Wand are we going to go with? Obviously, the best one. Actually, we have so many ad monas, it could be worth considering. Nah. Okay, so essentially the only thing that we have right now to do infinite black holes or infinite heals is Omega, and that's kind of annoying because the Omega casts everything on the wand. I need it for the black hole. Like, it just sucks having to shift the Omega between wands. So the alternative would be go to parallel world, kill another alchemist, get more Greek letters, or collect a lot of money and then go to heaven or hell. You can buy Greek letters there because they show up in the shops once you have killed the alchemist at least one time in your history of Noita, which obviously we have. Or we can do something that I don't do very often. We can use Wand Refresh to actually give us infinite of a spell. In any spell with charges, if you know how to set up the wand refresh correctly, you can make it where it will never run out of charges. So that's what we're going to do today, since I was kind of trying to avoid parallel worlds to make it more exciting, that I didn't just go to parallel worlds, get 5 billion health and every perk in the game and all that kind of shit, and then go to New Game Plus. But it wasn't necessarily part of the rules. I could have gone there. It's just, I feel like it's not necessary. I think I can get by without it. So let's try to do that. So, to make Wand Refresh give us infinite heals, I need to grab some charges, because currently we have 0.
Right.
Let's go get a refresh. I don't know how many refreshes I've left in Holy Mountains. I'm pretty sure I've grabbed up a lot of them. Hey, we left this one. Okay. So, what we want to do here is if we shoot this boomerang Bloodlust with Deadly Heal, and we just fire this, like so. Okay, my repulsion actually pushed the heal away, but I used up one of my charges. I went from 20 to 19. We do not want that. We want it to be infinite. So if we put a Wand Refresh on there, that alone is not enough, because if I shoot this, it has 19. Now it's down to 18. We need to make sure that the thing that has the charge is shooting at the same time, is firing off in the same group as the Wand Refresh, meaning you need at least a double here to cast both of these at once. So in this case, I have an extra triple just kind of chilling here. So when I shoot this, as you can see, it smacked us. The issue here, though, that now if I do this build, I'm not sure if I am now shooting, you'll see it. Hold on. You'll see that there are 2 of them, and it's firing off the Deadly Heal twice, which means that when it hits me, it's actually pretty dangerous. There's a chance that if I was really low health, I could accidentally hurt myself before the heal kicks in. So I'm going to need to use Ambrosia quite a bit anytime I'm scared of, you know, accidentally killing myself before I heal myself. You monster. The fish died of natural causes. They polluted their own pond. Alright, so we have our infinite healing set up because this will never run out of charges now. We can fire this forever. Let's go kill the Meat Realm boss like Chad is suggesting before I forget. Misfit, you are right. And then we can head to New Game Plus. So, Meat Realm boss, be ready because we're about to murder you. Sorry, my brain is lagging over here. I just realized that I could be getting myself in a dangerous situation right now because the meat realm is an area where I can't heal myself until I get rid of the curse. So we kind of need to blast into this. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Whew! The curse has been lifted. That definitely got laggy as shit. Okay, we've gotten rid of the Meat Realm curse, so we don't have to be worried about it in New Game Plus. Our health is a little questionable. We don't have any extra lives, but we've done everything we need to go to New Game Plus. We are prepared. Press E to enter New Game Plus. We're here. And now it's time. We've gone into the first New Game Plus. Now's where the challenge starts to get a little spicy. And that is, do we have to go to the next New Game Plus? Let's find out. I'm going to choose a chatter, and I need a chatter to, I'm going to have you select a coin flip in a moment, or a calling heads or tails. Let me just get that. Darky, what you got? Darky, you call it. Darky's going with heads. Darky's going with heads. Let's see. You did good. All right. We have to go to New Game Plus Plus.
We got him.
We got to start collecting. We're going to New Game Plus Plus. So that means I will need 6 orbs. So in New Game Plus, or just New Game, any of the New Game Pluses, the map starts to get shuffled around.
Explain chainsaw wrapping as well while you're at it.
Oh, hilarious. And yeah, so it's going to make for a kind of a spicy adventure if these new game pluses keep going. Oh, I just realized if we keep running the electricity, I think it's too much explosive damage. I don't know if we even get to see the gold afterwards. I think it just destroys the gold. Yeah, it does. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, it immediately destroys the gold as I make it. Okay, in this case, let's go ahead and shift away from the electricity just for a bit. Oh, the exploding corpses also obliterates the gold. What? Luckily, some of the other enemies in the late game drop so much gold, the exploding corpse won't be able to get rid of all of it. But still, that's a little bit sad. Time to use the nullifying altar? No, 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 no. Don't worry, don't worry. Some of the enemies late game will drop so much gold, it'll be fine. Can you explain about the blue gold? Only visual? Does it falling into water turn into concentrated mana, picking up? So apparently it does lose some of its properties of being like regular gold. Because like a regular gold is a metal that makes it melt whenever concentrated mana is sprayed on top of it. But now this gold does not actually get deleted when it falls into concentrated mana. It stays around. So it meant that like the gold kind of has mutated. It is still gold, but it no longer is survivable. Like it's not durable like the metals, but it also doesn't melt in concentrated mana. So it's because of the fungal shift, it's become kind of like a hybrid of concentrated mana slash a gold nugget. There you go. Some of the enemies are getting beefier. There you go. Look at all this blue gold. Look at it. Does it look cool? I think it looks cool. But I'm also just probably tired of seeing so much regular gold nuggets. I've been playing Noita for forever. So it's nice to see a bit of change. Yeah, look how easy the gold gets. Like some of the projectiles that enemies are shooting actually end up deleting some of the gold nuggets. Ooh, Saving Grace came back around. Really? That's actually really big for our build. Damn, that thing hurts though. Wait, I'm at 827. If I heal with this method, I heal 3? Wait, is that accurate? Hold up. Wait. I'm at 830.
Wow.
I healed 2 HP. 2. It's like it must be a decimal. It must be like 2.5 or some shit. Wait. That's so annoying. Can you use a normal heal bolt? Yeah, but it will be pretty slow given our current like method. Will take a little bit. Because I have a regular heal right here. Let's say I'm missing some HP. And then I want to heal with this. I forgot to remove that. Ow. Ow. There you go. Essentially what we did is our other method for healing is much better percent-wise and everything. Like, this one scales much better, but our health really isn't that high right now. We haven't even broke 1,000 because I didn't use a heart mage trick or anything. So I just made it so that my basic healing, which is like, you know, the plain healing bolt, we just spam it up to the max and should be good enough. That's what I would like to do. Get some more damage modifiers if I can. I also want to see how much gold these guys drop. Oh, shit. Yeah, a good chunk of gold right there. I like that one. Hold on. Let's dig him out of there. I don't know if that's... as he throws the gold everywhere. If you're curious why there is a regular gold statue, it's because one of the gold nuggets is so large Is it a 10,000 gold nugget? I try to remember the exact amount. Oh my goodness. The gold amount is so large that it tries to consolidate it into one nugget, which is worth like 10,000 gold. And that one does not get the effect. There is the idol. Basically, they put an image of what the gold nugget should be, but then they did not say, hey, the color should come from gold dust. They didn't say that. They just made it where it naturally had that gold look no matter what. I'm just prepping this build because when we're going into the new game pluses, we're going to need to make sure that we are... Oh, shit!
Wow.
That's fine. That's fine. You shake it off. It's fine.
Wow.
Yep, saving grace literally saved the entire run right there. Holy shit. I did not realize I was that close to the sun. I was not paying attention. Kind of wanted to save that just because it's a good look at the it's a good look at the concentrated mana nuggets. You want to eat them when they look like glowing candy, some radioactive candy. Press E to enter new game plus plus. Latali. Heads or tails, Latali. Heads or tails. Actually, hold on. Let me bring out the coin flip thing on the screen first, because otherwise you guys would be like, he's cheating. All right, we got the coin flip here. Then where is the Latali? He's going to be calling for tails. All right. Here it is, Latali. Now remember, if you fuck this up, everyone will shit talk you. Are we going to have to go? Well, actually, we went to New Game Plus. Darky did a coin flip saying that we have to go to New Game Plus Plus. Okay, which is where we are now. Now we're trying to find out if we have to go to New Game Plus Plus Plus, which is Latali calling tails. Okay, flipping it. He has failed, but chat had an extra life. They had a saving grace. So now that we ban Latali because he's a noob and we hate him for being a dum-dum, who messes up a coin flip? Come on. Embarrassing. Latali said, see you guys. I'll miss you. All right, who's gonna be the savior? Pick Test 60? Test 60, do you want to be the savior of the people? Just keep in mind that your whole reputation is on the line. Like, Latali was known as a Giga Chad until he fucked that coin flip up. And now everybody is just spitting on him and throwing tomatoes. We're going with Tails never fails? Oh, shit. But Tails literally just failed. Like, Tails never fails. All right, Test 60. All right. Is the extra life going to save the day? If it lands on heads, then we get to end the run in New Game Plus Plus. If Test 60 is correct and it lands on tails, we're having to head to another New Game Plus. Remember, each New Game Plus is getting deadlier and deadlier, and it gets crazy. In case you're curious, some people, they underestimate that scaling. It only takes New Game Plus 4, and if you accidentally pick up a Cursed Heart, or if I get a little bit of poison on my character, if I have 1,000,000 HP and I get a little bit of poison on my character, it will insta-kill me. Luckily, I have Saving Grace, so it try to leave me at 1 HP, but still, it will do 1,000,000 damage in a tick. It scales with your HP. It doesn't matter if you have 100, if you have 1,000,000,000 HP, it's going to scale. It does a % damage. Your entire health bar will be fucked. Here we go. Heads means I'll be safe. Tails means, oh God, I'm going to shit myself. Test 60, you know what? Just like with the trivia, you've embarrassed yourself, and good
I really
riddance.
wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Good
He is
riddance.
drenched in sweat.
You're the one with 0 points? What? Look at this guy spreading fake news. Get out of here. Who's listening to this guy? I want to check how the enemies look with the gold dropping in New Game Plus Plus. Some of the enemies seem normal for gold, but some of them seem a little bit off. It's not even trick kills and you have no greed? Yeah, no, but we were just killing enemies just a second ago. No trick kill and greed, and I felt like we were getting a good chunk. Oh, you know what it is? I think it may be the math. Because that guy just dropped 2 of the idols, the little golden trophies. So we may have hit a gold amount that is so large that it's causing it to consolidate more, which means we see less of the large nuggets and more just of the idols, which is a bit sad. Alright, hold on. Yeah, see right there, double idol. So when you pick up this idol, if you look at the gold amount right here, see it says 10,000 gold versus the other nuggets, which are like 10, 100, 200. So we've gotten to that sweet spot where it consolidates too much of it, making it look like, in a way, less gold has dropped. No blue idol? No, it does suck. They make it where the idol, the little small idol, does not give a shit about any fungal shifts or whatever, and it just keeps its gold look. The good news is, though, there is a big idol that actually does change its visuals. So if you look on... where is it? Alright, so what I want to show you is this one here. So yes, there is a trick gold version of the idol. So this one's gold, this one's red. But besides that, you can't get this one to change color. At least I've never seen a method. This one, though, the larger idol, which I think is worth... Is it a... How much is this one worth? 200,000. It's worth 200,000 gold, this bad boy here. And it does change with the shifts and stuff. So concentrated mana would be a blue looking large idol, which was actually what George was kind of showing earlier. Let me see if George is still... Is he still around? Where's George? George, do you have one of those links earlier? Where was he? I think it looks similar to this one. This one may not be the exact one, but yeah, see, you still see some of the smaller gold idols, but you'll notice that the big ones, which are worth way more, 200,000 gold. In fact, if you're curious why his looks so weird, it seems that he has converted his into, what did it say he had converted? Either to telly or vapor or some shit. So the blue's a bit different from the blue that I have, because mine's concentrated mana. But it looks cool though, right? All right. Well, let's go kill Colmy with our damage. Whoop, whoop. And we'll try to do some really good damage on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate out this. We're going to move on the gold to power. It spends 5% of your current gold and adds it to as damage to your projectile proportional to the amount spent. So we currently have 526,000 gold. We are going to start the boss fight.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Alright, come on. Come on. Let's see, what kind of damage did we end up doing? Didn't look as crazy as I was hoping. I thought we'd get a bit more. Well, new game plus plus. Oh, this is the statue, by the way. You can see the statue. It just, you know, that's pretty much the statue that's used for the enemies to drop, even though it's shaped a little bit weird because some of the concentrated mana did eat away at it. What color was that portal? The red one? I see that one. I'm not that colorblind. Come on. Oh, another interesting thing. Because we converted gold dust into concentrated mana, when the world turns to gold, the game doesn't realize you changed the gold dust. So it's like everything that should normally be a liquid or a dust, just turn it into gold dust. Well, gold dust is concentrated mana. So all of that stuff just turns into concentrated mana. This is how you can take other materials into the post game. You could take fungus into the post game using this method and then eat the fungus and do even more fungal shifts. Now, why would you? Because you're pretty limited on what you could do because most things are just gold or gold related, but still, it's interesting. Hey, I found it. Looks kind of cool, actually, because this is the Dark Sun, and normally has like a gold kind of effect after you locked in the wind, but now it's got a concentrated mana kind of glow to it. The blue vibes are nice. It is pretty cool looking, isn't it? Screw it. It's beautiful. After the stream, a group of unidentified individuals with cowboy hats and burly chest hair showed up at my door and asked me to let them in for a chat. In fear for my life, I grabbed my phone, wallet, and 16 gigabytes of RAM sticks and fled by leaping out of my second-story window and running away as far as possible as I heard the sound of my door being broken into. Despite having a broken leg, I willed myself to scramble 100 yards into a dark, wooded area on pure adrenaline, trembling in fear as I heard gunshots coming from the direction of my house. After several minutes, or several hours, I do not know which, several dark silhouettes exited the building and climbed into a Ford F-150 with Cowboys bumper stickers parked illegally on my driveway. Following a loud screech, the truck started moving in the direction I was hiding. I caught a glimpse of the driver, a bald Caucasian male wearing an orange hoodie, as they sped past me at 45 miles per hour through the school zone. What is this? Is this a pasta? Crawling back to my home, my heart beating out of my chest, I reached my front door, broken in half and completely shredded. As I made my way to my PC to calm myself down by playing some Tetris, I realized in horror that the intruders somehow gained access to it while I was gone. An unfamiliar folder was placed in the center of my desktop screen called Payback. Terrified but hopelessly curious, I clicked it and opened the file inside called BeCareful.png. A photo of an 8-legged curvy creature in a wedding dress filled my screen, shocking me so much that I blacked out. While the ER visit put me in an unimaginable debt, the real damage comes from the look of disappointment my parents give me every time they see me, as to this day, they think I passed out from fantasizing about a curvy spider bride.